The sun had barely risen over London, yet the ITV studio buzzed with an unusual, heavy silence. Producers whispered in corners. Camera operators moved slowly, their usual morning banter replaced with quiet glances. Something was different today, something no one had been prepared for. At the center of the nearly empty Good Morning Britain set stood Ben Shephard, steady, composed, but with a softness in his eyes that betrayed the storm he was carrying inside. The lights cast a warm glow over him, but today even the lights felt dimmer. Behind him, a familiar voice approached. "You sure you're ready?" Kate Garraway asked gently, her eyes full of concern. Ben nodded, offering a small, grateful smile. "If I don't say it today, I'll never say it." Everyone had sensed something coming. Late-night meetings, hushed conversations, and a quietness in Ben that felt unfamiliar, but no one imagined the announcement would feel this heavy. As the countdown began, 3, 2, 1. Ben inhaled deeply, the kind of breath a man takes when he knows life is changing forever. "Good morning," he began. His voice was calm, but the edges trembled. "Today's show is a little different. I have something important to share with you." Kate placed a steadying hand on his arm. The studio froze. Ben continued. "For nearly 20 years, you have welcomed me into your homes. We've laughed, debated, cried, and sometimes argued over silly things like who makes the worst cuppa." A soft chuckle rippled across the studio. "But today," he said, looking into the camera with heartbreaking honesty, "I've decided to say goodbye." Kate blinked rapidly, tears already collecting. Ben paused, swallowing hard. "This isn't because of drama, it's not because of the job. It's because I've missed too many moments at home. Too many dinners, too many birthdays, too many quiet evenings with Annie." At the mention of his wife, his voice cracked. "I've spent years giving everything I have to this job I love, but somewhere along the way, I forgot to give time back to the people who kept me going." The studio fell silent, except for the soft sniffles of crew members holding back tears. Ben Shephard wasn't just a presenter, he was the heartbeat of morning television, the warm smile people counted on before starting their day. Then, unexpectedly, the screen behind him lit up with a montage. Clips of Ben's funniest moments, his emotional interviews, his attempts at dancing, his bursts of uncontrollable laughter. Ben watched, smiling through tears. "That's not fair," he said with a laugh, wiping his eyes. When the montage faded, Kate squeezed his hand. "You've given so much of yourself to this job. We're proud of you for choosing what really matters." Ben nodded, his eyes softening. "I want to be there for Annie. I want to wake up without an alarm. I want to live a little, not just broadcast it." The nation watched in shock. Timelines filled instantly with broken-hearted comments, crying emojis, and tributes. Fans thanked him for years of companionship, humor, and kindness. Some said mornings wouldn't feel the same. Others begged him to reconsider. But the truth was simple. Ben Shephard was choosing his life back. And as the show reached its final minutes, Ben stood and looked around the studio, his second home for decades. "I'm not disappearing," he said softly. "I'm just going home." Kate embraced him tightly as the cameras panned out. The music faded, the lights dimmed, and millions of fans across living rooms everywhere wiped away tears. Because sometimes the hardest goodbyes are the ones that come from the heart.